Today, we are reliving a memory.
Ren's Remembrance. Oh, here we go. Back to former friends.
At first, not much comes back to mind. Except for one thing. A steady sound. One that you can remember for some reason. Clear as day. What exactly unlocked that memory is unknown to you. But you can swear it is not leaving again. Please tell me if if it's too loud.
Gotcha. It's fine on my end.
Okay. What you remember clearly is the sound of rail tracks. You are here all alone, sitting down inside what appears to be a train. I am going to give you control of this character that you see here. I will, however, ask you one thing, Crimson.
Mm-hmm.
While you can click on their character sheet, do not go in bio and info. Got it?
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
I'm gonna put that in public. And tell me if it displays for you. Hold on a sec. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it now.
Gotcha.
Gonna close that right there so I don't have to see the image since it's still not visible.
What do you do?
It's probably just gonna. The train's moving. I mean, this bus is moving, right?
Well, what does the sound tells you?
Yeah, it's moving. Probably just minding his own business. Probably looking around to see what else is happening.
As you look around you, you appear to be alone in this wagon. With the exception of this.
But he's the only one else on this bus.
Tell me, what do you do?
Is there a window?
There are some windows, yeah.
What time does it look like outside?
It appears to be bright daylight.
Okay.
From the looks of it, it should be somewhere around maybe 2 p.m.
No, it's 2 p.m.
Like early afternoon.
I guess Rin's going to get up.
Okay.
And slowly approach the only person else he sees on this train car.
There is one thing you notice immediately. As you stand up, you're holding something in your paws. I will invite you to check your inventory.
Gotcha. My inventory. I am holding a a letter and my lunch. Well, he's gonna sit back down after realizing what's in his hand. He actually will open the letter. We'll look at the letter before opening, actually.
What appears to be the letter is... not much can be said about it. It is not even an envelope, technically. This is really just a piece of paper with things written on it. If you want to read it, I will invite you to click on your features. You will see something called Tier Stand Letter. Roll it.
Okay. You want me to read it out loud?
I will do it.
Okay.
This letter is stained in several places, in what looks to be teardrops. I know this whole thing must be very confusing to you. What I jokingly called puberty isn't nearly what you went through. I wish I could have told you sooner, but a part of me still believed you were just a normal kid. But the truth is, you're special. And we're both gonna get in big trouble for that if you stay here. You are what is called a Pokéhuman. A person who one day transforms into a creature with crazy powers. You remember those games I made you play, right? Pokémon? You kept telling me Riolu was always your favorite. That's why I got you a plushie of one. Well, you turned into one. And even if it sounds awesome, it's also super dangerous. There are a lot of people out there who want to do very, very bad things to Pokéhumans. That's why you need to hide. Far away from them. Far away from me. And far away from everything. This train will get you somewhere safe. Keep your head low and only listen to the conductor, okay? The people in this train aren't mean. But if anyone who wasn't in the train from the start gets in, don't show your face to them. And if they find you, just run away as fast as you can and tell the conductor. I don't know if I will ever see you again. I am so sorry that I couldn't go with you. But there was simply no other way. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you, my son. If she was still there, I'm sure your mother would be too. Please, stay safe, Darwin. Dad.
He kind of looks at the letter. Even more tears now stating it.
From this, you gather one memory that will follow you from now on. Your actual name.
Darwin.
You are Darwin. And I realized that I forgot to put the flip token thing. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm sorry, I'm just going to delete your character to replace it with the actual one. Huh, okay. Hold on a second. I just have a little technical issue. That's alright. Can be quickly fixed. Uh-huh. Save. And here you go. This is you.
He looks so small.
Back in the days, you were you were only 7 years old. So of course you're pretty small. Alright, what do you do now?
I guess after slightly wiping his eyes, Darwin's going to look over the seat and stare at the. Well, he's gonna keep his head low, but he wants to see if he's actually seen this person enter before he did.
As far as you can tell, this person was there all along. Actually, they were there even before you entered that wagon.
Let's see. Are you gonna do something stupid like walk up to them, or are you going to stay still like the letter said? Yeah, Darwin's gonna keep his head low like the letter said and just stay in his car.
You stay put for a while, but then you kind of realize nothing really happens. You're getting bored.
Okay, yeah, that's when he gets up. That I'm bored. Gets up, and he's gonna start hobbling his way towards the other person that he sees on the train.
One element that you remember is that not very long ago, you were still human. You turned into this thing really recently. A few weeks ago at best. Your dad since then has been doing nothing but keep you hidden. The reasons? He didn't really tell you. But he seemed to be terrified at the single idea of you being seen by anyone else.
By another human or just another person?
Just anyone else. At all. Also, as far as you can recall, Pokémon are not supposed to be real. They're supposed to be nothing but a work of fiction. They're supposed to be creatures belonging to a certain very famous and popular franchise of video games. And
Yeah, my favorite
eventually anime.
Yeah, my favorite video game, Pokemon.
Actually,
I wonder why I was able to turn into one.
this is indeed a mystery that your father did kinda not explain to you. Or if he did, they completely forgot. I mean, you completely forgot about it. As you try to remember, you hear nothing but static.
Mm. Darn's gonna. I wonder if he should roll some kind of roll to see if he continues walking towards the person.
That person doesn't seem to be paying much attention to anything around them. They're just looking through a window to the environment that just, you know, keeps going
Yeah.
on as the train moves.
Can I use something real quick?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Pokemon education. If they are
You may.
Pokemon, that is.
You may.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to tell anything from where they're standing. There's the seat, after all. One thing you can notice right off the bat, they're pretty small in stature. Probably another child.
We want me to roll identify or just straight Pokemon education?
Just roll Pokemon Education. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of hard to tell what Pokemon it is, especially from that distance, and because, as I said, yeah, there is the seat that's pretty much getting in the way. What you can see, though, is hair. A lot of it,
Hair.
like hair, going pretty wild, and also what appears to be abnormally abnormally big ears.
Is it like a Fennekin or a Braixen?
Those
Actually, said it was
those
pretty small, actually.
those hair are purple in color, while those ears are an abnormally bright pink.
Purple
One thing I
hair.
need to remind you. Do you remember what day it is?
It is 31st, so it's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
So it is. It's probably Miss Magius or Pal World Wixen.
They don't seem to be wearing anything looking even remotely like a hat.
Okay. As he's closing in, getting ever so closer to it to see the really, he's getting very curious, so he's gonna keep walking towards it, or he kind of
Uh,
just peeks his head.
Finally, as you finally get around the corner and manage to see whoever is sitting inside those seats, I will allow you Pokemon education. I mean, identify.
Okay. It is. It's maneuvers. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
It identifies her.
Perfect. This is indeed a girl. And as you keep staring at her, she turns around, looking at you. What do you want?
Oh, nothing. I just got curious.
You got a problem with me, punk?
No. He's gonna slightly slink back, slightly to get out of view.
I'm just going to reveal this.
An Esper?
Pretty hard to tell right off the bat what it is. Even looking at them, they seem to be... seems to be pretty unhappy in general, like grumpy. Apparently, she is not having a good day.
He is. Oh, I didn't mean to bother you. I just got curious.
What? Curious about what? Oh, I see. You like my disguise, huh?
Your disguise?
Well, yeah, duh. It's Halloween.
Uh,
Do you like
yeah,
my
yeah.
mask? My parents got it from me.
What does the mask look like?
It's not a mask. You can, thanks to your Pokemon education, you can tell this is not a mask. That's her actual face.
uh, yeah, it's a nice mask.
Hold on. She takes a good look at you. Ah. You're one of them too, huh?
Uh, the he's gonna play. He, he's he said something dumb, and it's obviously a lie. The well, one of what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. You're also a Pokemon. Well, not a Pokemon. I think they told me what name it was.
Oh, Poke. He just brings back up his note again and looks at it. Poke human.
Yeah, that's that thing. Kinda crazy. When did you turn into one?
The letter said about like a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah,
Or
as I said,
days.
it's been about 2 weeks.
Okay. I 2 weeks maybe.
2 weeks. And turned into one of these things 3 days ago.
Oh, I mean, are you fine now?
Yeah, I am. This is the best thing that ever happened. I turned into my favorite Pokemon and I finally escaped this stupid house and that stupid family of mine.
Yeah,
I don't know
I,
where
I
we
did.
I don't know where we're headed, but it can't be worse than where I used to live.
Well, I like being my favorite Pokemon and all, but I do miss my dad.
You're dead. Mine ran away before I was even born. And my mother was abusive.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. As I said, I've never been happier. The name's Cindy.
Ah, it was an
Who,
Ivdib.
who are you?
Uh, the name's Darwin.
Darwin. It's a cute name. She appears to be, well, actually, your interface still works here.
It does?
It does.
Okay. I guess Darwin looks at her, and with a light glow in his eye, he looks at her with his interface.
What are you doing?
Yeah, uh, sorry. That sometimes that just happens.
Don't look at me like that. This is creepy.
I'm still trying to figure out all these weird things that I have.
You miss your dad, you said. Who was he to
Yeah.
you? Who was he to you? Why did he bring you here? Did he just throw you away as soon as you turned into what he probably sees as a monster?
He said he couldn't keep hiding me anymore.
Hiding you from who?
He's gonna pull up his little note again. His like letter. He just said people. Everyone. It just says I need to hide.
I don't get it. If I'm not alone turning into one of these things, and it's not just you and me, there are a lot of other people doing that. And why do we have to hide? This doesn't make any sense. Who are we hiding from?
Maybe someone's gonna try and take us? Silence the fact that Pokemon exist?
That's ridiculous. You're not making any sense.
I mean, I tend not to make a lot of sense sometimes.
Look at you, you're nothing but a plushie with a wizard hat.
I'm more than just a plushie.
There's one thing you remember about your attire, by the way. That wizard hat was given by your father. The reason, and you remember, he told you. He took the opportunity, waiting for it to be Halloween, before sending you onto this train. Thanks to that opportunity, you could wear some very big clothing that could actually conceal your identity. You've basically been hiding behind this huge hat that you're wearing and this big scarf. So far, it's been very convenient. All you had to do was to keep a low profile.
Does Cindy actually have anything else besides just like, oh, I don't know, that little turtleneck she has?
One more thing that you noticed inside your inventory. I will invite you to bring it to attention.
My lunch?
You do have a lunch bag indeed. Inside that lunch bag, I will invite you to add 2 items to your inventory. Well, 3 actually. That lunch bag is containing a banana.
It's back.
Yes. A meal, medium.
Okay.
And finally, there is that strange little package. It's pretty hefty, especially in the hands of a child.
Oh
Do you
my
want to open it?
gosh. Sure, Darwin will open it as he says like, I'm not a plushie. He takes up the lunch bag and takes out a strange package before trying to open it himself.
And as you open that package, you find inside of it... Okay, for this one, I will actually ask you, roll technological education.
Oh my gosh. You know how bad my tech ed is?
Mm-hmm.
Non-existent.
You don't know what this is.
3.
Yeah, you don't know what this is. It's a strange little device. It has a button on it. You don't know what it does. It kind of looks like a... like a torchlight. But there's no way for the light to come out.
I have a question.
Hmm?
What's this? He slightly holds it up, still in his palm.
Okay, she's gonna roll technological education. Thankfully, it's pretty alright. She's kinda older than you.
To be fair, Ren's knowledge is limited to how old he is. His tech would be a lot better when he's older.
Mm-hmm. Okay, rolling. Her eyes quickly narrow Like she's looking at that thing with wide eyes. What kind of father do you have?
Uh, the one who wanted to protect me and keep me away from other people. What?
What kind of
What,
father gives that to a child?
what is it?
That's a taser.
A taser? He kind of like moves the taser and is about to put his finger into where you get tased. He kind of just like,
You acquire one more move inside your list. I added it. There it is.
wow, I have a taser.
You have a taser. That's okay. You see that thing? You see the two metal bits at the end of it?
Uh-huh.
If you want to defend yourself, please don't do that on me, or else I'm going to just punch your head in. You just stick those metal bits into someone and you press the button in the middle of it.
But wouldn't that hurt them?
A little bit. And it's gonna probably make them stop moving momentarily. Like, it's gonna stun them.
Well, I'm not sure if I want to hurt them.
She takes a little somber look. Your father probably assumed you would have to, maybe. I don't know what kind of father you have, but he really wants to keep you safe. Just be thankful this wasn't a gun.
Oh, a gun?
Quick GM note. You both are talking in French, by the way. We're just translating it for the sake of understanding.
For the sake of, I cannot speak French fluently. You're going to have a tough time talking to me.
But yeah, the both of you are actually currently in former France and speaking French as a result.
It's like dubbing as they speak. We're speaking.
So of course, mentioning guns is like mentioning something that is completely illegal over here.
Yeah.
But a taser is not something you see on someone every day, especially not a 7-year-old child.
Yeah, a gun you would expect in America, not from France.
You know, I
In
ran
Canada,
away from, I ran away from my house with nothing more than just a pack of cookies
I have a banana.
and a bottle of water. Look at that! Look at that! Your father even prepared you a lunch bag.
Yeah. He said I was gonna need it.
The train ride shouldn't be that long. I don't think so. I don't know where we're headed.
I guess now he'll actually finally take a seat. Instead of just like hiding behind the seat the entire time.
You got any idea where we are going?
I don't know. All I know is looks at the letter again. Is that I think we're going somewhere safe.
Where is safe? We've been in this train for hours now.
Maybe the conductor knows?
Think we should ask him?
It probably wouldn't hurt.
I will invite you to roll perception. Cindy is gonna do the same. Yep, Cindy's gonna do the same.
Well.
Okay. All right. You hear a certain sound that, there is the sound ambience of train tracks, but all of a sudden you hear a sound that doesn't sound natural for the ambience that you currently are in. You hear a loud thump, coming from the roof of a train. Then another. Then another.
What is that? Uh,
What's what?
I just heard something on the roof.
What those? Probably just some rocks that fell on the roof, I don't know. You noticed one thing. Before you heard that thump, the train was going through a tunnel.
But, but we're in a tunnel. Uh,
Well, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's something that just fell from the roof. It
Ren's
happens all the
gonna.
time. It happens all the time whenever a train just goes through a tunnel. I mean, is it the first time you've been on a train?
He gives a blank stare before slightly turning his head.
You worry too much. We'll be alright. Nobody is going to come inside this train. It's moving fast. It's moving fast. Someone would just be suicidal to just jump off a bridge and just land on that roof.
Can't Pokemon also move as fast as train cars and such?
Come on, Darwin. They wouldn't know. Wouldn't know we're inside of it.
Is this the people that my dad wanted to hide me from?
Hold on a second. I'm being called. Sorry.
Darwin slowly being consumed by, oh my god, please, he is now cowering in fear as Ren always does. Now I can see why you said that this would be actually a pretty lengthy session. I see why now. But look at the little Ren token, it's adorable. He's so small. Darwin is so small. Bit of one pause size.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back. I find it funny because Darwin's hair is so messy. If you take that hat off, it is incredibly just. It is wild.
It's very
underneath the
messy.
hat.
But yeah, sorry. Where are we? You worry too much, Darwin. They have no way to know we're here, and even if, then what?
Uh, maybe they want to take us because we're Pokemon, or
No one's coming after us. They're just trying to scare us off for whatever reason.
maybe we should go to the conductor, like we said.
And as soon as you get up, you hear the door on this side of a train open up.
On which side?
I focus pinged.
You did not add in directly. Okay, thank you.
The door here opens up,
Gotcha.
and someone gets in. Then another. And another.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
And another.
As he slips back into the booth, Cindy, there's four people piling into the train.
Shh, keep quiet. The four people are slowly walking, looking around. It's, well, because you're just hiding behind the seats, you don't see them. You just hear their footsteps slowly approaching. They're not saying anything at all. They're only slowly walking towards you.
Quickly hide. He's gonna jump into the seats, not making a noise, and he's just gonna try and hide. Basically,
Unfortunately,
make himself as small as
there's not
possible.
nearly enough space under the seats to hide under them, even with your very small stature. Best you can do
He's,
is just to keep your head
he's,
low, just the way Cindy
he-
is doing.
yeah, he's giving himself as small as possible. Basically, just being the hat and scarf flowing down.
And as soon as you notice that only two people walked up to you, the others apparently stayed back for some reason. But as soon as they reach your level and notice you, they walk toward you.
Nope.
There's one thing you quickly notice about them. They're human. Like
Mhm.
actual normal people. They look like very normal people. But there's one thing very off about them. Their facial expression is completely blank. They look neutral. Completely neutral. And as soon as they notice you, one of them walk towards you and just ask, "Hello, children." Cindy doesn't say anything. She's just keeping her head low, looking through the window, mimicking, well, pretending to sleep. How are you?
Darwin is keeping himself as quiet as possible.
They approach. And looking at you in particular, Darwin, they lean down, trying to look under your hat. What do
Okay,
you
I gotta
do?
roll focus. I gotta roll focus. Okay. He is going to make a. Sorry, brain kind of fizzled for a second.
Take your time.
They're trying to peek under his hat.
Yes. Sorry, wrong song. This one. What do you do?
He kind of keeps his hat down. Uh, Sorry, my costume isn't fully ready yet.
This is a very nice costume you got. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
No, I'm sorry. It's not done yet. It's kind of a. It's not perfect.
What about your friend?
Uh, no, she's sleeping, so I don't think she would like that.
I also have a kid, and I would like to give them the best costume.
Yeah.
Can I see your hat for just a second?
Why do you want my hat?
I just want to take a look at it.
No, it's my hat.
They're slowly approaching their hand, trying to take your hat.
Racism.
And the moment they are about to take it, Cindy jumps in, grabs their arm. Hey, he told you to back off.
Arwen's like scrambling around in his like scarf, trying to find his taser.
The
And then take it out.
the person's expression doesn't change even one bit. It's just that instead their attention shifted to Cindy. This is a
Boy.
very nice mask. Can I take a closer look? Get lost. Darwin, what do you do?
He's very much trying to grab his taser, but once he actually gets a hold of it, he doesn't know what to do with it. If he just stands there, kind of afraid and staying far back from this person.
Sorry, it's very hard to hear you right now.
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, then how about now?
Better?
Okay.
Can you please reiterate?
He basically is trying to take out his taser, but the moment he actually does, he just stands back, trying to wonder what to even do with it, and staying as far away as possible away from the person that has approached them.
Cindy shoves them back. At that moment, that person just says one thing with this very peculiar, emotionless voice. They're one of them. Roll initiative.
Oh boy!
There's no going out of it without a fight.
Oh boy! I love having to fight adults.
Cindy is going to scream, Darwin, we're gonna have to fight.
Oh man! What is the turn order?
Right here.
Actually, thank you. Bro, I'm fast.
Also, damn, that's a very low roll for initiative.
I got a 19.
Let's see. Oh, wait, no. I actually fucked up. Hold on a sec. There.
Darwin, seems like we're gonna have to kill them. Darwin. Ah, man.
There you go.
You know what? Yeah, that makes more sense. Hostile person.
And they're going to act first. Their first action will simply be to walk up and simply say, remember, we want them alive. They're not actually going to act.
You have it in descending order, not ascending. I mean, you have it in ascending order.
Oh, wait. Never mind, then. That's going to be that person down there. They're not going to do anything. So next up, going to be one down. 9. Cindy is going to act.
It is the baby with you.
That is the baby Budio. And of course, she's going to attack that person. And that's a crit.
Jesus.
27 and 23, that's 50 damage, jeez.
One hit.
And that's an injury for that person. Your turn. Oh, she's also gonna scream at you. Try to reach the conductor, Darwin. Come on.
One. Darwin looks over the like the what's it called in the seat? How far of a jump would this be for him since he's 7 years old to just hop down?
That's gonna be acrobatic.
Gotcha. Whoa! I just realized his stats are very much different than how I made them.
They're actually kind of lower because you are very younger in this case.
Yeah, so basically a lot of his stats are basically been either cut in half or lowered by 1.
You're level 5, by the way.
Acrobatics. As he just
Okay.
jumps down. He jumps down, actually. Actually, I want to see real quick because I didn't look at my stats. Okay, yeah, they also are just like half of what I put there. Okay. Oh man, Neo, you're telling me he doesn't have that move?
Of course not. This is a level up move.
No, it's an egg move.
That's an egg move?
Yeah,
Wait,
circle throws an egg
you
move.
mean circle throw?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's my mistake, I guess. But nope, you'll have to do without it for this one.
No! Dang it, I really wanted the circle throw. Is this 7-year-old child grabbing an adult and throwing them around?
So that's all you do? Just moving here?
He is going to basically... You know, he's just gonna try and push this person.
Oh yeah, right. There's also one more thing you notice about all these people that kinda ticks you off.
Yeah.
While they have no expression, there's also, for all of them, no way to see their eyes. They're all wearing sunglasses.
Oh my god. I know who it is. And I don't like it. Yeah, Ren's gonna try and push him. Not Ren,
Okay.
Darwin. Darwin's gonna try and push him.
This one?
This one. The one that's been injured.
Okay, maneuver push.
There's obviously this is going to fail, but this is what he would do. It's combat for him.
Nope.
Look at him, 6.
Yeah, nope. You're not pushing them, even one bit. Darwin, what are you doing? You need to get to the conductor. Come on.
But you also need to get to the conductor.
I'll hold them.
Okay, where's the conductor at?
The conductor is this way. Focus menu.
Okay,
Inside the next wagon.
So Darwin's going to valiantly 1, 2, and not just moving.
Okay. And your turn.
Ah, nice. Even a new turn in back. Even a new turn in back.
It's that person's turn. Standing with the other one, they seem to get ready to intercept you.
Uh-oh.
Don't let him through.
Dang it, I want to quickly just put circle throw on my thing while it's not my turn.
That's this one's turn. While they were originally going to retaliate on Cindy, they see that you're trying to sneak past them and will instead take their attention to you. And of course, sorry, just I forgot to put their sheets on public mode. There you go. Let's do it again. And that's a miss.
As he
It was actually a success the first time, so I don't know if I keep this one instead.
you can do what you want.
First one was a 16. Well, 18 if you don't count your evasion. I mean, their accuracy roll. But for this one, I'm actually going to be nice because I'm considering, yeah, they just got attacked and took massive damage. Yeah, no, they miss you.
They just got bit by a girl, and then almost
They try to punch
broke
you.
their arm.
They tried to punch you, but Cindy pretty much got in the way and, you know, staggered them,
Yeah.
preventing them from successfully attacking you.
Ow.
It's their
That was
turn,
close.
and they are not letting you go.
Uh-oh.
Where do you think you're going? And I just realized this one is supposed to be hostile person B, but whatever. This one is going to attack as well. They all share the same sheet anyway.
Just punch a child. These
I also-
rude people.
Yep, I'm also noticing I'm going to change your name into Darwin on your sheet. There you go.
Yeah. Ow, it hurt. It's minus 19 because it's true damage.
Take a deep breath, that's okay.
Ow. What sucks is that I don't have counter either.
You don't. That's a level up.
That one's a level up move, I know that one. That one's actually a level up.
Okay. We are on a round thing. If you have anything to declare, like, I don't know, priority move, anything, this is the time. I
Ren,
assume you don't have anything.
Not right. Darwin basically just goes, back! As he is going to...
Wait, don't you have quick attack?
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. As he
Okay.
pushes this person, just basically what rams into them.
They take 10 damage, and while they seem to stagger just a little bit, they're still standing.
I think that's my cue to leave.
Hold on. This is your, that's just a priority move. This is not your turn yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. I already moved.
It
He's
also
not gonna
means
do
you
anything.
it also means you spent your standard action for this turn.
Yep, I know.
That person is still doing nothing, just getting ready to intercept you. They're actually going to stand back just to really make sure that you have no way to pass.
These
One more
people are...
thing you're noticing about these ones. Roll perception.
Gotcha. Perception. 13.
You're noticing that these two are just pulling off a strange type of what looks like a very sci-fi gun.
That a gun?
I mean,
Cindy, they have guns!
yeah, this one is also putting off something else. A little thing that looks like a spray bottle.
Pepper spray.
It looks like a pepper spray seen from far away, but you doubt that it is as simple as a pepper spray.
Yeah.
Especially considering that they have sci-fi guns on the other hand.
A spray bottle.
Cindy kind of failed to notice that, being a little busy with that person.
Yeah.
And that's Cindy's turn. She's going to try to finish him off.
I'm level 5 with not my build, so this is gonna be hard. Jeez. Jeez. Cindy packs punches.
Serves you right, jerk. That person collapses, and as they fall... Well, nothing actually, sorry. I just kinda got my IDs mixed.
She's not gonna move, she's just gonna sit there.
It's your turn.
I just want to ask, does this guy have anything on his body?
This one?
Yeah.
Not really. Well, aside from those shades, they don't seem to have anything on them. I mean,
Wait, he
you may try to loot them, but that's going to require a full action.
It's a full action to loot?
Well,
Wow.
in the middle of combat, yeah, I will assume that it's at least a standard action.
Yeah, Darwin was just trying to see, because those two just pulled out a gun and a spray bottle. I just wanted to know if these two had something similar on them.
Maybe they do, but that would require you to loot them, which requires a standard action, which you don't have because you used an priority move.
My priority move. Give me a
So
second.
you may still shift.
Okay, I know what a shift is going to be. One, two, three, 4. There you go. See it there. As he's basically running around with chicken legs, trying to reach the conductor.
As you approach, you hear this one call to you as they aim at you, literally, with their gun. A single step forward and I shoot.
People are mean. He's gonna end his turn.
And it's actually that person's turn. They're not
He
going
didn't
to
take a
attack
step
you.
forward.
They're not going to attack you. Instead, they're going to talk to you. Put your arms in the air where I can see them, and don't move.
My arms
What-
are stubby. They don't reach that far in the air.
What do you do?
He puts his hands up.
Okay. So what they're going to do as you stay still with your arms in the air, they will slowly approach you, still aiming at you. And that one person will also slowly approach you with their spray. And as they slowly start approaching you, you hear Cindy call after you. Don't let them get near you.
Yep, and then he immediately puts his arms back down.
I will assume that this entire thing spent their action. Person A is down for the count. And this one... 1, 2. They are going to attack you from behind.
Bro, hitting a child. These people are rude. Jeez.
Do you
that
have enough
hits.
evasion?
No, I don't. I'm level 5.
True. So why is it still question marks? I think I named you Darwin.
It's the name of the sheet. It's the name of the sheet. That's why.
Ah,
The name of the sheet is question mark.
right. No, never mind. I know where it is. Darwin. There you go.
Minus 19. I'm gonna keep taking a bunch of damage because I'm.
And turn. You hear Cindy starting to get nervous about the situation, seeing that you are literally surrounded by those people and apparently having a very hard time.
Yeah, I don't have my one move that I don't really have.
And that's gonna be that person's turn. Unless you use quick attack again.
No, because I want to do something with that action.
Okay. Then it is that person's turn.
I'm gonna get punched. Oh, come on!
You are put to sleep.
Perfect! This is just perfect!
At that moment, Cindy is really starting to lose hope. And as she screams after you and that you fall into... Sorry for that. And as you fall into slumber, the last thing you see, right before you close your eyes and lose consciousness, is the door of the train opening up. And then you close your eyes.
Want me to roll the sleep thing?
You may roll it this once.
Okay, because let's see how lucky I am to see if I actually wake up.
If it fails, I will actually have to do an ellipse.
A what?
To basically do a fast forward.
Okay. Because, like, you can... It's either I roll this or you can just say I wake up. That's the thing.
True. But still, go ahead.
Yeah, which makes sense, because you know how my luck is with chances that are that low.
You close your eyes. As the door seems to open up, are more people getting inside the train? Are you both screwed? Kinda hard to tell. Eventually, you open your eyes again. And what stands around you is a whole different scene. Just give me a few seconds. Whoop, didn't mean to reveal that, that tiny little spot. Sorry.
Didn't even see the title of the spot because I'm still in the spot where Darwin is in.
Okay. And after a few moments, you wake up to this scene. Sorry, Cindy also moved.
What happened?
You notice one thing. One of the person, the one that was aiming their gun at you, is down. Unconscious. As for the one who had the spray, they're currently being fought off by another person, which you did not see so far. This one is currently fighting with Cindy.
What happened?
The two other persons are being too busy fighting their respective enemies, probably, to answer you, so you will have to figure it out yourself.
I know.
What?
This is basically the thing of he wakes up, says what happened, sees carnage around him.
What do you do?
Can I take their gun?
You may.
Wait.
You obtain pea shooter. Something to note about this weapon. It's an advanced weapon. You cannot use it.
Oh, come on! Well, he's a child with a gun. He's gonna put it in his inventory.
All right. But there is one more thing that you obtain.
Yes.
You obtain neutralizing spray.
Gimme!
It's the exact same spray that other person used on you.
Darwin's
that-
going to quick.
And that you can use.
Yep, Darwin's gonna quickly snatch that up.
Okay.
Oh, it's this. They put me to sleep with this thing. I was wondering what it was. I thought it was just pepper spray. As Darwin's going to run over to them, he's basically going to jump up as a child does, grab his neck and spray him in the face.
Okay. I will allow you item use. Well, I guess, seriously, do we care, actually? Perp.
Sleep.
As they fall down, they were currently trying to grapple Cindy. But as they fall asleep, they let go of Cindy, who falls to the ground, coughing because they were being choked, basically.
Yep. And Darwin kind of falls off the neck of this guy.
You took your sweet time, Darwin.
Are you okay, Cindy? I'm
yeah.
sorry, I didn't
don't
think
worry.
that's what the spray did.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll be fine. You may end your turn.
Yeah, because that was technically his action. Stamp.
Okay. Next up, this person. Well, they're asleep. I'm still going to roll their status just in case. Nope.
Good.
They're all being named hostile person A, by the way, I realized. That's okay.
Yeah, they're all.
Next turn, and I will actually take this opportunity to roll this vet person initiative just to see how they do in the next turn.
13, so they go below us. It's the conductor, I knew it.
It is the conductor. Also, your speed increased enough to go above Cindy's.
Nice. 'Cause I'm so fast.
And that's gonna be them first. You notice one thing about the conductor.
Yeah.
He's fucking mauling them with a fucking wrench. Screaming at them to let go of, and I quote, let go of these kids.
Hey yo, pipe wrench.
But that person is not going to go down that easily. Because they also have a gun.
Oh my gosh. Oh. 62 damage!
The conductor lets out a scream as what appears to be a bullet, but more so a blaster bullet, goes through, basically a projectile, like energy projectile, goes right through their shoulder.
Is this guy still up?
Yes, but screaming in pain.
Bro, how swole is this guy?
Pretty swole, actually. He is quite jacked. Well, not jacked as in muscular, more so... Well, he's in good shapes. That's all I'm gonna say. He's eating well. He's well fed. Darwin, it's your turn.
Cindy,
Yes, Darwin?
do you think you can use this? Pulls out a gun.
What the... Where did you find this thing?
Body.
I can't use this... How does it work?
Oh, I thought you knew.
Do I know
Maybe
like
if-
I know what these things are?
No. I mean, you're older than I am, so I thought maybe.
No, I don't. Sorry. Throw that thing away before they take it back.
Hey, if you don't let him go, I'm gonna shoot. Points the gun at him.
They don't seem even one bit intimidated. I mean, you may roll intimidate, actually. Go ahead.
Not gonna work.
Roll intimidate, and I will grant a bonus of... Well, I was about to say I will grant a bonus of 3 because you have a gun, but I don't think that's gonna make much difference. But you don't give a shit. What is it with this sassy child?
I said... I said let it go! Punch! As he just... He uses the gun, and it hits him as he jumps up with it.
Okay, they take a good hit, are still standing, though you can clearly see, as you punched them, the shades fly off. So you can see their eyes. Something about them isn't natural. They're gray.
Oh boy.
As in,
Kentucky.
they lost all color.
Oh.
They look kind of... Well, actually, go ahead. Use your interface on them.
Gotcha. Darwin's eyes start to glow that crimson red. There's something there. Conductor, take this. Gives him the gun. You should be able to use it, right?
He's going to look down at you in disbelief, like, how does this kid has a gun? But he's not gonna take much time to think about it. Thank you, kid. He's gonna take the gun.
He's going to step back.
He's holding his shoulder, though, because really his right shoulder is kinda fucked up. He's been shot through the shoulder.
Do I have any items to help this guy? No, I can't use any items, so I want to see if I can help him.
You do have a banana and a medium meal.
I do, but I'm not sure how that would go. Just putting this banana,
Also,
just giving this guy a banana in the middle
You
of
can't
combat.
really use them right now. You already spent your action.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at what I have.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, this would be so funny if I had heal pulse. I don't get heal pulse for like a long time.
Cindy's
Darwin
turn.
just heard.
And she is actually going to... Well... That's a good question. What is she gonna do?
She just bites the guy who's already on the floor.
She's actually gonna do that. She's gonna kick him in the face.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, she's about to kick him in the face. Do you say or do anything?
Wait, Cindy, if you kick him, that'll wake him up.
You're right. But I don't want to keep that asshole just... I don't want to take the risk of them waking up, you know?
Then bite his neck.
Do you have anything to tie them up? Your scarf. Give me your scarf.
No, I want my scarf. I can't.
Darwin, come on. We don't have the time.
Tease him. Gives her the taser.
Okay. She's taking the taser.
It'll paralyze him, so if he wakes up, he won't be able to move.
She's taking the taser, but she looks at you like, seriously, why do you have a taser? It's the conductor's turn.
I find this so funny. He just has weapons.
This is a kid with the guns. Jeez. All right. I'm going to roll it from one of the hostile persons, but consider that this is the conductor using it.
Gotcha.
The stats are not even changing because the weapons, the weapons have. The stats don't rely on attack and special attack.
Whoa, this guy is.
And that's a shot through. That's actually a shot right through the abdomen, and that's enough to take them down. As soon as that happens, they let go of the gun and sit down against the seat, holding their shoulder in pain. The battle is over. God damn it.
Can I grab this? They're wearing like weird suits, right?
They're just wearing pretty much normal outfit for a normal person.
I'm gonna take his pants and tie him with it.
All right. A kid just frick. Okay, sure, whatever.
To be fair,
you're taking their pants and just tying them up.
Darwin's always been smart, even if he's a kid. He's always been smart. I'll take their pants and then tie him with it.
How old are you again?
7.
Are you sure about that?
My dad did say I was special. Oh wait, the conductor! You know what? He's gonna rip off this guy's shirt.
There's actually no bleeding coming from that shoulder. That's like the wound has been immediately cauterized.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me, kid. I'll be fine. Just worry about yourself. You took quite a beating, I see.
Yeah. It hurts.
You need some help. Hold on a second. He's pulling something from his inventory. I mean, his own inventory. It's something that looks like a first aid kit. Don't move. I'll fix you up.
But wouldn't you need this more than I do?
That's okay. Don't worry. I got enough.
Okay.
These damn people. They just keep coming again, huh? Hey, kid.
Yeah.
You fought well.
I tried. I'm not a fighter. Ooh, what's that? Darwin's gonna take their gun.
You heal that much, by the way.
Okay. He's gonna heal 104, okay.
Yeah, so basically you're back to full health.
Oh, no overheal? Gotcha.
No overheal. Not from these things.
Okay. Darwin's gonna he's gonna take their guns. They take their guns and their spray. They have nothing.
Don't forget to take their sprays.
Yeah, that's what I said. He took their guns and their sprays.
Yeah, I know. Just the conductor is just going to tell you that.
Oh, don't worry, I have them. Darwin just like holds up 2 sprays and 2 guns.
Damn. He told me that you were smart, but didn't expect that. Kids nowadays. Hey, kids. He's standing back up. We can't stay in this wagon. I'm going to lock it up. This place is not safe. Just follow me inside the conductor cabin, please.
Yeah, that seems like the best thing to do.
So you move up, and eventually he's going to open the door and lead you to that other side. He's just going to invite you to come in and say, I'm going to lock the wagon from both ends and tie them up. Please go without me and just make sure that nothing stains on the rails, all right?
Gotcha.
Cindy is going to move in, and you can do the same.
It's block.
I know. Don't worry. Full of war, little areas.
Funny, Darwin's always been smart and always thinking outside of the box.
Very much so.
Even when he's a child.
Up.
Oh. Looks like we're on the top of the train.
I know. Plop.
Okay, there we go. Nice to know that you do have a top part of the train, though. Oh, wait a minute. You have a top part of the train.
Hmm?
Never mind. My
Excuse
thoughts
me?
just got to thinking. My thoughts just got to thinking, that's all.
Okay. Cindy's going to just look at you with a little bit of disbelief. Did your father teach you to fight like that?
I am allowed to. I mean, it's his story. Never mind. It's my stupid brain. The only thing my father taught me was, well, he taught me a few stuff, but I can't remember if fighting was one of them. I may have read something about fighting, but I don't think I'm any good at it.
I mean, for giving you a taser, he probably knew about fighting a little bit.
Probably.
She's going to sit down. And a few moments later, the conductor comes in. Still holding his shoulder, he locks the door behind him. Hopefully the kids in the other wagons are gonna be safe. I checked on them. They're gonna be fine.
Why didn't we just bring him here?
There's no space in here for everyone. Do you realize how many kids are in this train?
No.
They'll be fine. Thankfully, they attacked your wagon first. We took care of them quickly. I mean, you both already did a number of them.
I mean, if they come back again, I have an idea.
And what is that idea, kid?
Slides the weapon on the table. We took their stuff.
Don't do it like that, kid. You're not old enough to do to do such things.
But they started it, and I'll finish it.
You've just been watching too much TV. Leave it to the adults. Leave it to the adults, kid.
Then why don't you take it then?
I already got one thanks to you. And I got my trusty wrench. Don't worry.
That wrench seems pretty useful.
She's normally just here to help me fix that train, but, you know, she got a good whacking too. We're almost there anyway. Come with me, please. Guess there's nothing there's nothing against a little talk before we get there.
Gotcha. He's gotta jump down.
Yeah, he's just going to move until he sits down in his seat up there. Susie is going to follow him and invite you to go with him.
Yeah, Darwin just like is walking, trips occasionally on his abnormally long scarf, and continues to go walking.
So you tied them up. So you tied them up and you locked the wagon. Do you think it's going to hold them in? Yeah, don't worry. They won't go far. They don't have any weapon. They don't have any items. And I made sure they were. And I made sure they. Sorry, I made sure they were tied up real good.
I have something that might be useful. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
You know that thing that happens when my eyes start glowing red? Well, I looked at them and it happened again, and they just seemed brain dead.
Brain dead? Oh, right. I guess I need to tell you who they are. These people are part of the bad guys. They're known as...
Bad guys?
They're people who want to... They just... How to explain that to a kid?
They want to take us and use us for something?
Yeah, they want to take you and do very bad things to you.
I mean,
Probably
we're
saw...
Pokemon, so they want to experiment with us, throw us in mines, and get us for free labor.
Oh, much worse than that. They basically want to take you and enslave you. Brainwash you.
Oh. Wait, why would they want to do that?
That's a... Sorry. That's a
I love
very
passing
long...
by your train.
That's a very long story. To make it short, you both are not normal people. You probably noticed that. You turn into those creatures that are called Pokehumans.
I mean, I went from about 3 feet to 1.
Yeah, not long ago you were probably just regular kids. Both in look and life. And at some point, you started transforming into what you are now. What you are right now is a Pokehuman, something that started appearing a long time ago. The thing is, there are people out there wanting to do very bad stuff with you. To put it simply, there is a war going on. A war that nobody but a few select people are aware of. This war is called the Unseen War.
Wow, very creative.
Yeah, it's named like that because nobody is even knowing about it. It's completely forgotten. Not forgotten, but unseen by everyone. But it's very much here and very much raging on.
And you're saying that we now have to be involved with it because we turned into Pokemon?
You are part of a population targeted by those people. Pokehumans.
Do they want to use us like those groups in those Pokemon games I've played?
Kinda. It's more complicated than that. They want to brainwash you so you can join their ever-growing army. Those people that you just saw. They were brainwashed. You probably saw it into their eyes. Not emotion. Not a single emotion. That's because they were enslaved. They're just people acting like normal people, but they don't have any emotions. They don't think for themselves. Not anymore. That's what happens whenever you are getting kidnapped by them.
So he wanted to do that to me?
They wanted to do that for you both, yeah. Either they get rid of you, or they just add you to their numbers.
Scary.
Kinda. This war has been going on for almost a century now. There has been some dormant states for this war, but let's say recently it has gotten much worse. This faction that is trying to do bad things to you, they have a name. They call themselves Book Extinction. It's a mouthful, I know.
Because they want to make Pokemon
They're being
extinct?
led by a very bad person called Mr. X. At least that's the name they like to be called by. Nobody knows their actual name.
He wants to be called by a letter.
Pretty much. The reason he wants to do that, nobody really knows. We suspect that he just wants to, I don't know, world domination, I guess.
I mean, it seems like it if he's just trying to turn everyone into his slaves.
I guess so. And the thing
I mean-
is, he's leading a secret society, a secret organization called Book Extinction, full of lobotomized, brainwashed agents and people like you who just fell victim to them. They want to erase your existence or keep it hidden for everyone. I don't know why. Nobody knows. But
Is
we
that
can't
why-
let them. But we can't let them do that. People and innocents are suffering because of it.
Is that why my dad was trying to hide me so bad?
Yep.
Then
They
look
want to
towards
keep you
Cindy.
hid- They want to keep you hidden from them.
He kind of looks at Cindy. See, I told you there was a reason.
She looks at you with a weird question. Why do you think he knows so much about it?
I don't know actually.
That little
Yeah.
miss is very easy to tell. Your dad is a friend of mine.
Does it have something
Actually-
to do with Mom?
He takes a pretty somber look. I'm sorry, kid, but I don't know much about your mom. I talked a bit with your dad, and the only thing I know about your mom is that your dad and your mom, they love you very much, but there has been a little argument, and at some point, they had to split up.
They divorced?
They divorced. A long time ago.
Sorry, big words for a 7-year-old, I know.
I guess you never got to know your mother, and I'm sorry about that. But, oh, hold on a second. He is going to just take something from under his vest? Yes, your dad also gave me something. He wanted to make sure that I gave it to you once we arrived.
What is it?
It's a book.
Book?
Yeah. He didn't really tell me what was inside of it. He just told me to give it to you. And he asked me to ask you to make sure to read it. He said that inside of it are instructions to use your powers, he said. He said that for now, you're pretty young and you don't know much about your own powers. Although, as I could see, you already know how to fight pretty well.
I don't think I know how to fight all that well.
Come on, I saw that punch you gave to that other guy. You know how to fight.
I was
Granted,
just-
you're still
I
pretty
was-
weak, granted, but your strength will come with time.
I was just trying to hit him with the gun, because I can't shoot it.
Well, you got a pretty good punch. Not something not something to the level of my good old Ranchi. But still, you know how to fight, you two, despite being kids.
I wonder if I could shoot this without having to pull the trigger.
Honestly, I'd rather have you stand away from these guns. You could hurt yourself.
Hey, but it's useful as long as they don't have them.
You probably notice that these guns are not just your everyday gun. He says, wincing, looking at his shoulder.
Are you still okay?
I'll be fine. All that matters is that you both are doing okay. These guns they're not just normal guns. Something I have to tell you about Book Extinction. They seem to possess some very highly advanced technology for some reason. There has been some theories about that. One of them being that Mr. X comes from the future. I don't believe that. What I believe, however, is that Mr. X is very intelligent. He knows a lot about a lot of things and apparently has some forbidden knowledge about some era that humanity has been through and long forgotten.
Uh, it, it sounds like he's a paradox.
Not much of a paradox. Just a completely deluded man. I don't know what he wants, but trying to adopt kids and innocent people to force them to work for their will, for his own will, of selfish dreams of world domination, yeah, people have to stand up against him. And he's going to really hesitate to say something, and apparently he was about to say something, but you can tell that he decided against it. Your dad is a good person, kid. No matter
always
how you
thought
know,
he was.
no matter how much you know about him, he's not a bad guy, and I owe him a bunch of things. That's the reason I took you in. He decided to send you to me today, of all days, because it's Halloween. And he sent you with that big hat and that scarf as a way to disguise you, so you wouldn't raise attention. I guess that's the same for you, little lady. She nods, although she really, like, she's like not really caring much for that conversation.
It makes sense. It's about the little 7-year-old in the corner.
I just ran away from my house. When I turned into one of these things, as soon as I started turning into one of these things, I just ran away. Didn't want my parents to see me like this.
At least you didn't get caught.
I just hid away.
But you're here
Would you-
now.
But what you've been doing, running away like that, was very dangerous. What is your name again? Cindy. My family name is none of your business. Jeez. Okay, little, Cindy. What you've been doing is very dangerous. People cannot learn about what you are. The reason you kept hidden for so long is not without any reason. You have to be hidden from the eyes of the world, or else you are going to bring to yourself the attention of Extinction. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I don't know much about this whole thing myself. And why are you doing all this for us? You're not one of us. You're not a Pokehuman, are you? No, I'm just a regular person. But as I said, I owe your father a lot, Darwin. I have a debt, and after what happened, I think we're even.
A debt?
He saved my life at some point in the past. It's a very long story once again. Let's just say I have a kid, myself. She also turned into a Pokehuman. Unlike you, she wasn't so lucky. They took it away from me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Conductor.
That's fine. But that's also the reason I want to make sure that nobody else gets taken in. especially children. I'm sorry you had to go through this. And unfortunately, I have to tell you one thing. This is only the beginning. This war has been raging on for almost a century. We don't know how long this is going to rage on still. Although, we are apparently on the brink of a point of no return. Book extinction is getting stronger than ever, and that's why France is getting way too dangerous for any Pokehuman to live in. That's why we're
I thought it
leaving
was
the
always
country.
dangerous.
Sorry?
I thought it was always dangerous.
It was always dangerous, but it's getting even more dangerous than ever. That's why we have to leave the country. At least you two have to. I'm bringing you to another country so you can be safe.
Does that mean I'm gonna have to learn how to speak English? I mean, I already know how to speak some English, but
You may have to learn that. Thankfully, the country I'm leading you in is not English speaking. So what? Where are we going? We're going to Spain.
so Spanish.
Spain of all countries? Why? Don't ask too many questions, okay? It's just safer.
Spain's not good. Spain isn't that bad, Cindy.
Not only that, but
I
I also have good friends in Spain that can take you in and keep you safe. Far away from Poke extinction. As long as you follow what they say, you should be safe. At least for as long as we can probably hope.
Yeah.
You know a little bit of Spanish, do you?
He's trying to like jog his memory.
You don't know any Spanish.
Hola.
Uh,
Yeah, that's it.
all. That's okay. The people I will give you to, they know both French and Spanish. They will teach you.
Okay. So I can learn without having a language barrier there. Also,
Yes.
Neo, for the record, I was actually about to say a sentence in Spanish. I just had to remember how to say it.
No worries. You're still young. You'll have a lot of time to learn it. As you probably imagined, there's more than just the two of you. I've been leading people away from the country for a couple weeks now. I just didn't imagine that I would have to take your dad's kid.
I thought I was just going to always stay with Dad, but then one day I just suddenly got he points to like the earlobes.
For a long time, he thought you were just going to be a normal kid. He didn't expect you to turn into one of them. Actually, I didn't either. Last time I heard about you, you were just like 5 years old and you were just a normal kid. Although, you were surprisingly smart, he told me, for your age. And now that I see you in real, in flesh and bones, and fur, I guess. Damn, he was right.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Darwin.
He always told
Sorry.
me, he always told me you were a fast learner and a very smart kid. Your dad is proud of you, kid. Very much so. And I'm sure
Yeah.
he's heartbroken he had to
Yeah,
he had to just let you
yeah,
go.
he told me. He looks at the letter.
I'm sorry, Darwin. I
But it,
you'll
but it,
you'll have to be strong, but I have to tell you one thing that is very hard to hear. You
yeah.
may never see your dad again.
What? But
I hope you're mature enough to understand. But with your situation, you definitely cannot go back to France. It's way too dangerous. Coming back to see your dad would be suicidal. And believe me, your dad has very good reasons to stay here. He cannot come with you.
at least he's safer there without me than with me.
He made me promise to not... He made me promise to not tell you too much. Just believe me, okay? He's proud of you. He loves you very, very much. He's heartbroken that he cannot come with you. He
Kind of
entrusted
what?
me to keep you safe. At least until I give you to the other people that are going to take care of you, your caretakers. They're
Kinda
good
just-
people too.
He kind of just like wipes away the tears before they start forming on his face again.
We're almost there, kids. Do you have one last question before we arrive?
Do you have one, Cindy?
Actually, that's a GM note here. You have one question, one single question to ask.
Oh boy, and
Yeah,
I don't.
choose it well, because that's going to be one question that I will have to answer about your past. But it's a single question. You cannot ask one more.
I
So
have to
choose
think then.
So yeah, choose it well. An element of your memory that you will have to ask.
He's gonna give me the book, so I don't have to ask about it. So,
There's just one thing you can see about the book.
Mhm.
One word that you recognize on it. Aura.
Aura. Very familiar. Dang it! I need to think about this question because it's like, what would Darwin right here want to know about?
On it is also engraved a strange symbol looking like some sort of blue flame.
Dang it, Dio!
The book looks fairly old, though.
You're gonna make me want to ask about this book. Actually, no, I will. Mr. Conductor, I have one more question.
Oh, stop calling me conductor. I actually have a name. You can call me Sid.
Sid. I mean, yeah, Conductor Sid, what is... Why did my dad have this book? How did he get it?
Your dad is very invested into that entire Pokehuman affair. He knows a lot about them. Internally, I'm sure he really hoped that you weren't one of them. Not because he didn't want you to, but because he knows how dangerous the world is for them currently. He didn't want you to be in such danger.
Just a quick note, is my voice alright?
You did have a little bit of static earlier, not something that made you impossible to understand. It's getting better,
Okay.
don't worry. And that book... That's the reason he made you play games. He probably made you play some video games. That's what he told me. He told me that he introduced you to a game for kids called Pokémon.
Yeah, 100%ed all of them that I got my hands on.
Yeah, you probably had a favorite.
Yeah, I liked the, looks down. Well, uh, yeah, I think you can already tell what I was gonna say.
The moment he realized that you had a very good liking for one of them, he probably realized that you may turn into one. At that
Oh,
moment, he
this,
contacted me and asked me that if for some reason you had to turn into one of them, we had to do something. We had to take you away from the country.
so he pre-planned just in case I was gonna turn.
Precisely. It broke his heart because, as much as he planned for this, he really hoped that it wouldn't happen. He really hoped that he could just stay with you forever. I mean, for longer at least. A parent shouldn't ever be separated from their kids.
And why did Mom leave?
He stays silent. You can tell he has a very somber look. All right,
I'm
kids.
sorry, that was a very hard-hitting question for him.
All right, kids. We're getting there. I'm going to go get the others. But the train gets to a stop. When you look through the window, you can tell you're not at a train station. You're pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
So,
Just wait me here for a second, kids.
okay,
And please don't touch anything.
got it. I'm gonna touch everything.
Cindy's just going to hold you. Hey, nope.
Oh, but I
So-
wanted to look at it.
So what do you think about all this?
I feel like I'm sleeping.
Sleeping? What, you're
This doesn't-
tired?
This doesn't feel real.
Oh. Yeah, it kind of feels like a dream, right?
Yeah. I just have to leave everything behind and just go to Spain?
Looks like it. We're just going to leave our entire life like that? Just behind us? Who we were? That can't be it. It makes no sense.
Why do they do this? Why are they doing this?
Who, these guys with glasses?
Yeah,
Well, because they have no choice, he said. They're just being lobotomized.
well, I mean the big one. That
The big...
X guy.
Screw him. He probably just thinks dominating the world is fun.
If he wants to dominate the world, why is he taking children? What are they gonna do to help him?
Not just children. From what I gathered, a lot of people are inside this train. Not just you and me. And among them are children, but also actual adults. People of all ages, of all origins, of all kinds. People all over the world are apparently turning into these things. And it's been the case for a century, he said. How did nobody take care of it? How did nobody notice this?
It's either
It's a fucking war, he said. How did a war go unnoticed for so long?
I mean, there have been some things in history that we didn't know a war was going on until someone actually talked about it. Or was seen. They probably kept this so hidden. Anyone who turned into a Pokemon was either swept away by this organization.
Do you think it would be that easy to hide away an entire portion of the world population turning into monsters with turning into magical creatures with superpowers?
Yeah,
And people with fucking gray eyes and science fictional weapons shooting people? Whatever.
yeah. I mean, if they have that, they probably have something to wipe people's memories away.
I just
Uh,
don't buy. I just don't buy it. There's no way nobody's aware of this.
I mean,
It makes no sense.
he's aware of it, and he's not even a part of it. So of course, someone's got to know about it.
He's technically a part of it. Not directly.
Well, I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to really think about.
She
Kind of just sits
she
down.
yeah, she sits down too. So what do you think is gonna happen now?
We're gonna go in the middle of nowhere in Spain.
And what? What are we gonna do with our lives now? I mean, I'm 16. I kinda had a bit already. I've been through school. I had friends. Not many, but I had some friends, and I will have to just accept that I'll never see them again. But you're what, you said 7?
Yeah.
Still have your entire life in front of you. What's going to happen? Are you just going to...
He looks at the book.
What even
I'll
is that
train.
book?
It's a book about aura.
Or, well, you're a Ryolu.
I think that's what that thing was that when I was looking at everyone with that weird screen appeared beside them. Like yours. He's gonna look at her again. It well, I won't read it out loud, but when I look at you, this screen just pops up.
A screen.
It's very transparent.
What, like those power scooters from that anime I've been watching?
Yeah, probably something similar to that.
Get out of here.
I mean, it happened when I was fighting those guys as well. It gave me some information on them. That's why I knew that they were brain dead.
She just looks away, kind of dumbfounded. I'll just assume that's a Ryolu thing.
I'm not entirely sure. The Ryolu things that I've seen have just been aura sphere. He makes like a palm in his hand, like he's about to shoot it, like a tiny little aura sphere.
Nothing happens.
Well, I guess I'm not strong enough for that.
Hey, maybe you learn to master it.
It's what I gotta learn. I can't keep accidentally activating this thing. I'll probably get some stuff that I don't want. Like when I looked at you, I didn't mean to activate it at first. It just happened.
Where did you learn how to fight?
Books?
Books? Books teaching you how to fight?
I mean, I remember my dad giving me these certain books, just on a lot of stuff. even read them and teach them to me.
Your dad really is a mystery, huh? I wonder. I wonder why he knows so much about all of this, and why did he never tell you?
Maybe he was involved. Is this why Mom left? I just don't know.
What do you know about your mom?
Almost nothing. I can barely remember what she looks like.
Well, I wish I never knew my mom.
You said
Yeah.
that she wasn't very good, right?
She wasn't a great person. And my dad just left me before I was even born. Never got to know him. Never got to know him, sorry. I just ran away
Well,
from
hey,
I just ran away from the house as soon as I started transforming, and when it was over, I was just cornered.
uh,
I didn't know
what?
what to do with my life. And eventually it was Halloween. I could finally go out again, pretend that I was just wearing a very convincing mask.
A very real mask.
Yeah. And that's where they found me.
Those guys in the suits.
Yes. He was alone, but he was like these guys. Just no emotions, wearing shades. Asking me to follow him. Of course I told him to go fuck off, but hey, he was getting very insistent and I just ran away. I just ran away and eventually I got found by another creature, another Pokemon, just like what I was. And they told me to follow him. And they got me onto this train.
Well, hey, at least you're a lot better now. Even if we don't know what we're gonna really do once we get there.
Even if I don't know what's gonna happen from here, this is the best thing that ever happened to me. Get to turn into my favorite creature. I have superpowers, and I'm away from this family that I've been wanting to leave forever.
Yeah.
And hey, I got to meet someone very special, she says as she bumps onto your shoulder.
Yeah, and I got to meet someone very cool.
Oh, you can have it back, by the way. She gives you back your taser.
Ah,
Can't believe I
good.
didn't even have to use it in the end.
Thank you.
But I guess it's yours.
Yeah.
At that moment, the conductor comes back in. Hey kids, come over here. We're leaving the train. Okay, sir.
Coming. Yeah.
Fast, because it's gonna take forever to continuously do that.
True.
Rip, like he always does, because his scarf is so long. I forgot how long is his scarf when he's this old?
It is long enough to just drag.
Because it's already long enough to drag when he's at his age now.
He just drags behind him.
It's just so long. You know what? No wonder she wanted to tie him up with it.
Just give me a sec. So the conductor just takes you both, and they... Sorry, he just brings you out without bringing you back into the wagon that you were in. Because this one has been locked off. To prevent the people inside of it from escaping.
Yeah, like the guy I tied up with 2 pairs of pants. I'm sorry. That's still a funny thing to me. Tying them up by their pants.
Come on, this way. Careful not to trip.
Huh? Where are we? Oh,
You can finally see the open air. The open air, sorry. The sky is blue. Not really much to say. The conductor just makes a sign to follow him.
hey, wait up. My short little legs can only go so far.
Cindy's following. And eventually, after you go far enough this way, I'm going to fast forward, you realize that in front of you are standing a large group of what appears to be more Pokemon people of all shapes, sizes, colors.
That's a lot of Pokemon.
Hold on a sec. Come on, kids, this way.
But yeah. Whoops. I accidentally quickly turned his token upside down.
Damn, there's a lot of them. Darwin just tripped on his own scarf, I guess.
That happens occasionally. It's longer than he is.
Now that you see the train and take a good look at it, you realize how long it is. It's not just a regular train. This looks like the kind of train that you use to gather cargo and merchandises around.
We cargo?
Basically,
immigrant.
it's not a transport train. All right, kids, get in the group. We are going to go this way. That's where they told me to join them, right? He is going to make mention for everyone to follow him. You two included.
Yeah. I'm gonna
The
let Darwin.
place seems to be kinda barren, in the middle of nowhere.
Kind of just here.
Yeah. So everyone is just going to follow. I will take everyone, you two included. You may actually use your interface on the other Pokemon, although
That's a lot of people.
analyzing only one of them is enough because they all have the same notes.
Okay. Yep. Darwin passes by. His eyes start flashing without his intention, and he starts reading everyone. Ah, I really need to get that under control.
To get what under control?
His eyes are currently still flashing that crimson light before it kind of fades.
Oh, that thing again? What does it tell you this time?
I was looking at the group. They seem very confused and a, a lot of afraid.
Yeah, no shit.
Heck, even the ones that don't show it, it still says that they're confused and afraid.
Do you think we're in Spain?
Oh my. Well, judging by the agriculture and the greenery around, I'd say yeah, we are in Spain.
That doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of that in France too.
I mean, but in Spain, it's a lot more distinct.
Eventually, as the group walks forward.
The 7-year-old be smart.
True. As the group walks forward, you will be met with a group of other people. Also humans. One thing you notice about them is that, unlike the people you met earlier, they don't seem to be lobotomized.
Let's move both Cindy and
Yeah, you can move
him there.
to the front of the group.
Yeah.
All right. Please wait for me for a second. Just going to
Ooh,
move
a
forward.
butterfly.
Just going to move forward, shake their hands, and they are going to talk a little bit. They're going to whisper, so it's basically impossible to hear what they're saying.
Not if I roll a perception.
Go ahead,
Never mind.
and that's a fail.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, nope, impossible to hear what they say.
To be fair, he isn't gonna be like, you know what? I need to hear. Goes up, stealth, and then listen. No, that would be.
The conductor is going to give you all one last look as he slowly walks away, especially at you two. And this is where I get off, kids. I don't think I'll ever see you again. Please, take care of yourselves, alright?
Yeah.
Be good. Listen to what they're saying. They mean well. They're here to keep you safe. So, just listen to what they're saying. They know better. If you have any questions, you can ask them. They don't know much about you personally, but they know a lot about what this thing, this spooky human ordeal that is happening. And they know how to keep you safe. They will keep you safe. Okay?
Yeah.
Darwin, if I see your dad one more time, is there anything you want me to tell him?
I'm sorry. I just had the worst joke just happen in my head.
No, I won't say these nuts.
No, not that one. I was gonna say, uh, tell him that I'm gonna miss him.
I'm sure he misses you too already.
And erase my search history. Sorry, that was the joke. That was the dumb joke I thought of. It was absolutely horrible.
I'll make sure to tell him. He has a wonderful kid. I'll tell him that.
I don't need people I don't need people looking back at my search history. I was researching about bombs.
Is there one last thing you want me to tell you to tell your dad? Ask him to delete my internet history.
I don't want anyone finding out that I was trying to build an actual nuke.
All right. Take care of yourselves, kids. And
You
he's
take
going
care,
to
Sid.
And he's going to walk away. And get back to his train.
Well,
The people are going to make a sign to follow him. And everyone will simply be walking up. Until eventually, you reach what seems to be a tunnel. This is where the session ends. Or rather, this is where the memory ends. You may stop recording.